And Congressman, many Democrats, but also some Republicans are asking for an independent investigation into the possible communication between the Trump presidential campaign and Russian intelligence. Are you for an independent investigation?
Absolutely, and I'll tell you why. When the administration sees Mexico as an enemy and sees Russia as a friend, there's a problem there, and we're seeing that. I mean, he's attacking Mexico like if it was an enemy, when Mexico is an ally for economic reasons, for security reasons. Again, I have, and I think some of this is open record, is that we've seen that, no doubt about it, that the Russians were involved in our elections, were involved. And there are connections. I mean, there's just absolutely no ifs about it. So if Trump had nothing to worry about, he would release his tax returns to see if he has any business dealing with the Russians. We would do the investigation as to what exactly are the connections. And if he has nothing to worry about, go ahead and, let's go ahead and get this done. But it concerns me that he's fighting it so hard not to return his tax records, not to allow this type of investigation. And again, if you have nothing to hide, go ahead, let's do the investigation.
And do you think that Jeff Sessions should recuse himself should an investigation get underway?
Well, again, I want to do the investigation after we see where this falls. Then we can talk about that. Right now, I just want to see, let's put everything on the table. Let's look at all the evidence, and then we can talk about that. But without due respect to the Attorney General, he seems to be a very loyal individual to the president, very loyal individual to the president. And again, if he cannot be an independent Attorney General, then we might have to get to that point. But for now, let's just get the facts on the table. Again, when the administration sees Mexico as an enemy and Russia as a friend, there's something wrong there.
Okay, and my final question. With that address to Congress last night, even you admitted there seemed to be some compromise in his speech. Do you think this may be a starting point for both Democrats and Republicans to start to work together to try and come up with solutions for the country?
Well, again, he used a different tone last night. Again, he was using the same campaign promises, but with a smile and keeping to the script. Again, I will say what I've been saying since he first got in. I will give him the benefit of the doubt. I think other members will do the same thing. Not everybody. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And if we can sincerely reach a compromise, a consensus, then we ought to do what's best for the American public. I mean, that's why we got sent here. We didn't come up here to represent the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. We came here to represent the individuals, the taxpayers, the people that live here in the United States. That's who we got sent for, to represent. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt. But again, he's got to make sure that he works with us, compromise with us. And if you notice, even the body language that he had last night when he kept saying, stop the trivial fighting. He kept looking at us. But if you remember, the trivial fighting that I've seen lately has been him fighting with Arnold Schwarzenegger over his ratings, and he said that at the national prayer instead of talking about God and Jesus and the religious tone that we were at that the people were at the national cathedral. He was talking about praying for Arnold Schwarzenegger to get better ratings. And when he starts attacking Alec Baldwin because he doesn't like Saturday Night Live, that's the trivial fighting that I think we need to stop, and we need to focus on how we make our country stronger, more prosperous, and make sure that we all stay united as Americans.
Well, Congressman, once again, thank you so much for joining us for this Connected Congress interview, and we will now let you get back to the business of the country.